The following is a presentation of MRE Uno, Division 1. And welcome to the final game of the night. It's our first installment of Uno After Dark here in the Dolphin region of Aquatic April. It's Tournament 2 of this 2024 MRE Uno season. We are ready for the 8 seed in the Dolphin region. Nick taking on the 9 seed MGR. And these two guys, they are going to play. Whoever wins is going to play Ashley, who is sitting on Bi Island in the Dolphin region. We'll look at that bracket in a moment. But first, we have to talk about what has been a crazy day here as my graphic needs updated. Excuse my displeasure for my computer. There we go. Let's look at what we've seen tonight. So we started earlier on in the late afternoon, Cody Lamas and Clint. And Clint, after taking game 1, Lamas rattled off 4 straight to take it in 5. And then what started a crazy back-to-back pair, Christian Tago and Austin LaPlante. Wow, what a series. Lightning pace. Seemed very even, but a power play. Tago took the momentum and won the last 2 in a row to win it in 6. And then what we just saw here on the stream, Austin Rogers took out the 4C G-Man 13/4 upset in the Salmon region, and Rogers will advance to round 2. And what was albeit a slower paced game, but a very even series, and it was scintillating. And you got a feel for G going 0-2 in his first 2 tournaments. Rogers playing with house money there absolutely took care of business, and he's moving on. He's feeling motivated. And while we were off stream, we had a pretty convincing dominant win from William Brock over Kev Shearer in 5 to move on in the Salmon region. And here we have Nick and MGR in the Dolphin region. So as we said, these two are playing for the right to play top seed Ashley, who is sitting on Bi Island, isn't going to play here in the SCUBA 64, as we call it. And Peter Onjak and Mac Johnson will play for the right to play Sean Ard, who took out Jeff Bolton pretty easily in a 5-game set. And Peter and Mac will play at 2:30 Eastern time on Saturday afternoon as we drop into the cable here. And alongside me, we'll hear from Charles Sanford later on, but we got Yoshi here with me right now. Yoshi, we got two guys looking to try and make some noise. MGR lost in a 7-game series in March to Kev, who just lost previously on the non-stream, and Nick also trying to find some wins. This is a great 8-9 matchup. Looks like it'll be a pretty good one. What are you expecting here tonight from these two?
Had that. Maybe some people believed in Nick at the time. And we also, for those who probably did believe in Nick, we probably expected it to be closer than a 4-1, but definitely made a statement there. Lost to Abyan, but at the end of the day, I didn't think he played that bad either. Definitely just one of those people who just needs to improve the shake up little things are the things, improve on the things that shake them up a little bit and just go from there. I think they both have a lot to prove. Only one of them's going to get out of this round, and if they can, and they get the chance to go against the runner-up of tournament one, Ashley, and if they get that one, that is a huge statement. This is a big opportunity for both of them, and I think they both could have the capabilities of taking Ashley down. It just depends on who gets there. I think I'm interested to see how this game plays out. I do expect it to be close. I feel like they have strategies, and it's going to be interesting to see what they go for each game. But and I think they're both going to be well aware of the power play. It's going to be competitive for sure.
All right, Yoshi, thanks. I'm going to turn it to players here. Since you both of you muted up, you can type or say your answers, but I'd just like to ask both of you, what do you think is going to be the key for you guys tonight to find yourselves a win in what looks to be a very evenly matched series between the both of you? Both of you can answer at your own peril. Nick's unmuted. You can go ahead and talk. MGR, if you want to type, that's fine.
First of all, big shout out to Short here. It's his first day streaming. Big round of applause to him. He's been excellent hosting all of these games. Well, 2 games. This is the second one, but still, heck of a job. Excellent addition to the commission team. Secondly, I think the key is just going to be a combination of knowing when to use your ammo and, keeping composure. I think the 2 major takeaways from that Abyan match that I had is that I need to do better in terms of composure, not getting sidetracked and focusing straight up on the Uno. And I got to know not to be too conservative and not to be too crazy with the use of the power cards and whatnot. So I think finding the right balance for that will be key in terms of getting this victory and hopefully getting further into the tournament.
Appreciate that, Nick. Appreciate the kind words. MGR can agree with Nick. Gonna try and stay more focused this game. I think, yeah, focus is definitely going to be the key here, and we will see how it all goes. So for game 1, we're gonna go down to the table, and Yoshi, it's yours.
All right, I was muted for a second. Okay.
Oh, you're fine.
So 8 seed is Nick. So you have the call for game 1. Everything's on the table. How many cards?
14.
Double OG.
All right, looking to be an interesting start. We're going high. A lot of people don't really go for this, but I do think this is in Nick's wheelhouse. We'll see how he plays it out. And they're both starting up quickly. The green 4 is the first card. Got the good luck from Nick. It's going to be a good one.
Great sportsmanship. Great call, Yoshi. And appreciate the kind words, everybody. Happy to be with you here tonight. Gonna have Yoshi's game tomorrow against Sam England. We'll talk about tomorrow's schedule a little later on in the evening. And as we have a 3-pack of stream games, a sold-out 5-game pack tomorrow, but we are wrapping up this first sold-out day of the tournament with a Ditto play. we got the Ditto play on here.
Right. Nick kind of known for that strategical pace, maybe Varigold-esque. Takes his time when he needs to, doesn't rush into things. And yeah, I mean that's the typical gameplay you see from him. MGR more of a moderate fast pace, nothing like Ghost, but more of like fires away quickly when he needs to. I would say pace similar to G-Man in a way.
Yoshi, if you want to take over for a moment, I gotta check my phone real quick.
All right. So we got a quad play into yellow 4, and MGR was actually looking to switch with the 4s, but Nick had the green 8, so gonna have to use up 3 skips to get to the yellow that he was looking for earlier. And now Nick's gonna have to figure out what to do from this point. This is the first color to the game. See what Nick has got planned here. He's definitely thinking about this move first. Both green skips off the table now after that play. So we'll see what Nick goes for. I think playing it cool is the move, and there it is. The playing it cool is going up 2. MGR goes down 1. The 4, 5, 6, just in kind of a jumbled order. Yeah, MGR doesn't seem to waste too much time when he plays. He kind of just goes through with it. Maybe takes some time in some moves, but from the looks of it, he just kind of goes with whatever he feels like is right. Might be typing something up already. Let's see. Okay, we got a double play. Yeah, he was typing up his move before Nick went. That's interesting. But yeah, double play for Nick to start catching up after that quad play from MGR there. We'll see what Nick's plan is at this point. That double play could be a sign that he's ran out of yellows, but maybe it might just be a bait. You never know. We got okay. It's truthful. He's gonna have to draw now, and MGR is gonna continue the run with the yellow 7. Nick potentially looking for a switch. Maybe has something else planned. Unfortunately, can't really do much as he continues to draw, and MGR is going to safely switch into blue without using any ammo to do it. It's Nick checks the table. That's a good table check. After that switch, having the control, you really have to make sure that he's not too low. Already down to 4, and Nick looking to maybe have something in the tank to fire away just to make sure he's not as close to the end there. Let's see, Stingray said, what this match is going to come down to is if Nick can keep up with that energy he had during the practice cups and partially tournament 1. If he brings that Cats Cup energy, he thinks he can beat anyone. I mean, you could say the same thing for a lot of people. I mean, for a lot of people who have that energy when they win consistently, he's not the only person who has that kind of style, but I get what you mean. Definitely having the same mindset as he did in that practice cup will definitely be useful here. Of course, MGR doesn't really go into that, so it's definitely not going to be an easy match for Nick. So as we continue with the Blues, they're playing it cool for right now. MGR is getting close though. Has to keep that in mind. And MGR is going to use the power play game 1, and he's going to be out of it.
That's an interesting play.
Well, considering what happened to him in the last tournament, I can kind of understand it. I mean,
yeah.
But he's not gonna. The game isn't
really,
over.
And the game isn't even over. Wow. So if Nick has ammo, this would be devastating for MGR. And he does.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no. And that mistake could have costed MGR quite a bit, man. I understand the move. He did get quite unlucky, I would say.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Nick not wasting time with that +4. I mean, it was obvious. It seemed obvious what his last color was. But probably just playing it safe here,
At the very least,
taking advantage of
game isn't over, and MGR still has a chance to come down and win it. Meaning maybe he won't completely waste it.
At this point, he needs the win because that essentially just takes the power play away from him. Wow, that +4 must have given him some magic going into giving him 2 cards and switching to green with the wild. Nick might have some stuff left still. Well, he has the green 8. He's a little bit more efficiency, but just 1. But MGR just gave him +2 before then. The balloon 5 and okay. There we go. Nick going into blue. MGR instantly draws. He knows he can't do it. Definitely a good chance for Nick here. Just gonna have to figure out what to do in this situation. hoping that MGR can't really fight back. Hope maybe starts walking the minefield, or could just go on a run. We know Nick. There are those situations where he goes on these massive runs. He's not he's known for doing that sometimes. Obviously, with the +4, it's not going to be as easy if he has that, but we'll see. As MGR goes into red, haven't seen that in a bit, but I don't dislike the play. We'll see what Nick has. Puts MGR down to 2. Good table check just to make sure that he's to make sure where he's at. As Nick might be loading something up here. +2 and ties the game up. MGR still with the possession lead, though. We'll see what he's going to respond with. Doesn't have it. Nick has a chance here if he can play. He's going to. The red 1. Red 8 potentially off the draw. Nick getting down to the wire. Really showing that power that that you cannot give Nick an inch. If you don't end the game with the power play, you are going to lose. And Nick has proven that as he gets the first game.
Well, that's if MGR doesn't win the series, you're gonna have to come back to that. Using the power play too early.
Oh my god, you had 2 wilds.
What?
Ah,
So literally, yeah, just used it a turn too soon. Oh my goodness.
yeah.
Well, I mean that takes care of that probably would have been about the question we would have asked there. Nick, you're up a game with your opponent not even having a power play. Gotta be feeling good here, I would imagine. What's the mindset going?
Yeah, definitely that first game you couldn't have really drawn it up any better, and that's no diss on MGR. I think I just happened to back into opportune wild +4s there. Other than that, not going to celebrate too early. Just going to focus on the Uno. Still at least 3 more games to play, so we're going to be playing this out.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's just one of those situations where MGR just felt the need to use the power play in game 1, which a lot of people don't really do that. But unfortunately, it doesn't work out. I mean, we'll see how. Maybe this is a case of MGR just now doesn't have to worry about using the power play, even if he lost this game because of it. Because from the looks of it, he didn't really need to use it here, but it might just be a case of, you know what, I forgot about it last time. If I use it now, I don't have to worry about it later. So if that works out for him, then we can forgive him for this. But if not, it's I don't know. It's going to be left questioned. Think we are good to start game 2 then, because yeah. So while I'm the only one still able to really say anything, I'll continue.
To be fair, because MGR basically answered what I would have asked him. I didn't know if you had a question.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay, so game 2. Nick has the call once again, and he just can't pick 14. How many cards this time?
Get those full sends in the chat.
Oh my goodness,
boy.
he is going for it. I mean, it's fair enough. He won on 14. Let's see how the full send does for him. We're going to start it up. The blue 8. While keeping it calm with these starts so far. but maybe they went he went chaotic with the hand that they gave either of these players. I mean, it's 15 cards to work with. Let's see what happens here as Nick looks at his hand. Probably going to take his time. He got 15 cards, might as well. In a situation where, you know, MGR already in the back foot without a power play, while Nick still has his, and with only 3 games left to win, he could essentially guarantee a win. So he really only needs 2 wins without the power play to get the series done, without MGR having any option. So we'll see how that comes into play. As wow, aggressive play from MGR, I would say, because the wild red. Or this early? Okay.
Sorry. Couldn't MGR in the last game have done a yellow wild, and then Nick probably draws because he's indicated he has no yellows, and then he would power play?
That, I mean, of course, that would have been the smarter move. But it did seem like he had the plus. I don't know when Nick got that +4, but if he's had it before that draw from the power play, he probably would have used it anyway. So it wouldn't have made a huge difference, but maybe. But yeah, obviously we could speculate on that, but all we want. But I think if MGR comes back from this, I think it'll all work out. Well, we have a lot of games to go before we know that. Wow. Immediately once it goes out of red, MGR just draws. That is unfortunate. I guess it is back to green where MGR switched out of, so that does make sense. Gives us questions on what MGR has at this point. Is Pierce that?
I think Nick's been playing this really well, honestly. Like, he knows.
Interesting comment there. The green 7.
MGR doesn't have always. You will not be green for long.
He's gonna draw though. It's gonna let him keep it though. Nick just keeps running with it.
And Nick is probably scratching his head at that comment by MGR right now. Trying to decipher what he means.
I mean, it could be a test of his composure. I mean, I don't know.
That's 3 draws. Yeah.
Just unfortunate. Potentially an unfortunate hand that MGR got. Nick is just really taking advantage of the green. There's going to be a point where he switches out, but is it going to be this return?
I mean, I figure that MGR is probably just like bulking up his ammo.
Yeah, let's hope so, because Nick is definitely going to be on some sort of run soon. Okay, I'm going to keep it green for now. I mean, is MGR going to be able to switch? I feel like he's played a lot of numbers to be able to at some point here.
I mean, on a full send, MGR is probably going to...
Well, call me urban development. Wow.
That's
appreciate you guys covering me, by the way.
That
appreciate
is a
that.
bar and a half, dude.
Okay, yeah, not shorts back.
Oh, real.
Appreciate you guys. All of you. And Trips 9.
Ooh.
And we are one from do we
so
have a
fast
rainbow?
from Nick.
Do we have a rainbow? Nope. 1 down to the 8.
No, but MGR can still run red.
Yep.
Now the question is, where is that ammo? Because this was a full send. You would think that they had ammo at the start, but I haven't really seen any. So I have to imagine that Nick is gonna
And
have
one
a long
more
time
down,
looking
987.
for red right now.
big deficit for MGR. Down 1-0, down 7 in this one. And MGR is going to make up some
Oh,
of
here
it
we
with the
go.
triple run. Here he comes. Here comes that ammo sting. And a 4-bagger. And that's big for MGR. Gets within striking distance of Nick here in this one.
Definitely a solid play to get a switch into blue. But if Nick is able to switch back into another color, what does that leave MGR?
And Nick will take his time, collect his thoughts after that run.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, wow. Okay. So MGR able to roll.
And he'll continue to run with it, doubled up to the 4. Yeah, that run didn't have any freshies going to Nick, so it's not crazy to see that. And he'll continue to draw.
Wow. We're still keeping it blue as MGR continues to roll, and Nick continues to draw. Yeah, not just really surviving the minefield right now.
MGR will
Raid.
continue to run that blue. And call me environmentalist the way there will be more green. These one-liners
Wow.
are killer.
Call me an environmentalist the way there will be more green. Oh, man.
These one-liners are
MGR.
killer, you guys.
Oh,
Throwing back the line about green.
Actually,
MGR
algae blooms are quite
responding
bad
to
for river
nerd.
ecosystems.
It looks like
Gracious.
okay, guys. I don't know who's winning in the Uno battle, but I think that MGR gets the upper hand on the small talk battle right now.
The one-liners are great. I love this.
Well,
Wow.
the MGR is still drawing.
MGR has just not gotten anything on green, even now. Clint must not be happy with him.
No,
MGR.
quite bad for river ecosystems. That is something else, man. And
Well,
Nick will
okay.
draw now.
This could begin a draw city.
And now it's Draw City, giving them plenty of time for more small talk.
Oh my god.
In fact,
Plenty of
I
witty
now both are drawn.
one-liners.
I have an insatiable thirst for Nick and MGRs. Oh shit, he responds with the bars.
What an
Draw
atrocity.
City, what an atrocity. Yeah, if you say it right, it's a
Oh,
3-syllable rhyme scheme. Let's see if he can
Oh,
keep this
no,
3-syllable
no.
rhyme scheme going.
No,
Yeah, I had a
no.
feeling.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay,
okay.
no, that's valid. No, that's valid.
That's
Book a
valid.
reservation at the Draw City Hotel. Not legally trademarked, but for the purpose of the
All right.
stream. Legal
So-
reasons it's not, but yes, trademark.
I think that MGR is just going to take the small stock series if he can keep up this rhyme scheme right here.
Yeah, now it slows the pace down because they got to write a
Whoa.
one. Oh no, never
That's-
mind.
All
That's
right.
Big move
crazy.
there.
Gets out of the draw
We're
city.
back.
I will because I hate environmentalism, so I will support as much mass tourism as I can.
Damn.
Damn.
Bar.
Oh
Oh,
my
yep,
goodness.
yep.
Okay, just a double play.
1-2 punch off the draw 4, keeping it cool. Schema.
Wait, you can't say that in 2024? Oh, no.
Say which thing? Say what?
Oh,
MGR
not
said?
about hating environmentalism.
Oh, that's nothing.
Oh,
There are much worse things you can say in this year.
wow.
crossed
Oh,
over
yeah.
10 minutes
Okay.
now.
Here we go.
Trip 6 doubles wild.
Update.
Mm. Okay, he still has an answer. Nick probably really wants the thread, though.
That's what happens in Uno After Dark, you guys.
Oh, double.
And he's got a
Wow,
plus
that's
4.
another +4. Maybe we
Another.
see why he used that +4 early, because here comes the run to
Oh.
finish the
That's
game.
That's it. 2-0. I default to you
Needs
guys for the
the
questions
road
because I joined
trip.
midway. Damn. 2-0. I default to one of you for the questions for them because I joined halfway in. Whoever wants to.
So,
Hmm.
Nick, what is the psychological impact of MGR's small talk?
Oh my.
Psychological impact is the fact that he cannot be a bigger tourism and destruction of environment fan than I am. I am big industry, big highway, big megacorp fan all the way. He might make the comeback in this game, but he will not be a bigger bootlicker than I will.
What will you do to address the looming problem of climate change?
No,
I
okay,
mean,
okay.
uh,
Uno questions.
Get him.
Sanford,
Uh,
save us.
okay.
Sanford, save us. Charles
Yeah,
Sanford, save us.
Oh, this is
NGR,
sweet.
over to you for this one. Obviously the homestand didn't go quite as you would have planned there. You lose both of them, and you lose the power play. So, anything you can take away from these first two to try and change your luck going into Nick's homestand?
Sanford, I think
Didn't
this
you just
was
realize that?
Nick's homestand.
You just now realized that's the street. Oh no.
I think this was just Nick's
MGR, please save
homestand,
us with answering the question. Please.
and now it's MGR's homestand in the next two games.
Sting.
Sanford.
Sting.
Oh, wait,
MGR, answer the
Oh, road
question.
trip. Okay. Flip that. The road trip didn't go well. I'm sorry. I forgot who was the 8 and who was the 9 in this. I seeded it.
Come on,
Nick is
bracket man.
Yeah. Okay. So MGR, I'll revert the question. The road trip there didn't go as planned. There you go. Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I've been playing really quickly. A few plays I could have made, only realized after I played the card. Yep. Yeah, sometimes
happen.
you guys, you gotta stop. I think KT coined this phrase, think, stop and think. Whatever you want, however you want to put it, you gotta think about those moves before you make them. And that has hurt MGR, and he knows it. But yeah, 2-0 for Nick, and obviously it's you can still talk about how that power plays off the board for MGR, though. One could argue that just wants to get it out of the way, as some do, and some because some don't play as well with it. Maybe slower thinkers beat slow. Go with this mindset. Okay. And with that, Sanford, go ahead and give him the table for game 3.
Yeah. MGR, you have the call for game 3. Everything's on the table for you. You haven't won yet.
9. All right. So game 3, homestand starts for MGR. Gets this one and the next one.
You can tell it's been a long day. I almost misspelled initial the same exact way I did before.
I've done that before too, oddly enough.
I guess we're gonna see how this change in mentality is gonna affect MGR's
Red 5
play
start.
game.
Getting the sportsmanship exchanged. So, winner out of this one will confirm another second round matchup. Winner here plays top seed Ashley, who was in the March finale. Sitting nicely on Bye Island right now. And MGR will play the 7 to start. Nick will take his time here. And Nick will drop a 3. MGR loading up to come back at it. And we'll do a 1-2 punch with the skip to the red 2, staying on 2. Or staying on red, not 2.
Well, can he keep
Yeah, everyone's
going?
brains are fried. This is After Dark.
Is this skip all he has? It's 8 p.m.
Probably not. Truthfully, it's just a double play though for MGR.
Yeah, it feels like there's going to be bigger things coming.
Double
That's
up
like
from
the
Nick.
main threat Nick has to deal with now.
Oh no.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
I say that.
Starting off
Walked
Starting
into.
off your
God,
sentence
MGR.
me.
Wow.
Gives
That's
6
10.
to
That is
Nick.
going to be 10
10
cards
10.
for Nick.
Well, 6 on the +2 is 10 there, yeah.
Yeah, that's 10 total. Wow.
That's incredible. In fact, there were bigger things coming.
And he's at 2.
Whoa.
Wow.
And wow, this might be an absolute
That's a good table
blowout.
check for
if Nick got
for
really
Nick, trying to get
unlucky.
some perspective. Definitely needs that. Definitely can dictate his next move. With 17 cards, he's got to have something to slow MGR down here.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a
I
good.
feel like he has a kind of an idea on what MGR has, so he
Well,
could
Nick
might
has
not even
plenty of
need
ammo
to
here.
fire ammo.
MGR's asking for the +4.
Daring him.
But I
He's
guess he'd rather have
daring
the +4 at this point.
He's doesn't get it. It's just a
wow.
red.
He's
Safely
keeping it
switches into
cool.
red, and I think that should
I have to say
be
switch,
okay.
too.
Oh,
Never mind.
number
Trips
efficient.
9.
Number efficiency. Trips 9, number efficient to yellow. The question is, where's
well, Nick has a
MGR's
chance,
last
though.
card?
Nick is going.
Yeah, this
And
could be
that
the
was
time where
going
he does
somewhere.
something.
And this
could be the
really
time.
slow, methodical strategy has in fact led to one of the fastest paced games in the tournament so far.
That was interesting, yeah, because
Okay, now what does Nick be?
He's
what
going to
is
go
Nick
back to
able
red on the
do?
wild.
ooh, back to red.
Oh,
Not
I
surprised
like
he
it.
has
I like
that.
it.
Only way he loses if it's wild.
And he draws.
If MGR had a wild and he doesn't.
Well, yeah, that he was really expertly hanging on to one last red.
Yeah, that I'm like, there's just
That
no
would have
way.
been fire.
I did like him keeping that yellow though, because he went out of yellow when he used the +4. So I mean,
I don't even
you wouldn't
think
expect
Nick
that.
has too many reds. I think he just did this because he.
MGR had a
No
3. He had
way.
another yellow.
And MGR
More
hits
number
another
efficiency.
yellow.
Goodness.
Well,
He's back in check again.
What did he?
that's either his
I mean, is it
last
really-
card or the card he just drew.
Is it really number
So-
efficiency when you're just playing off of what your opponent had?
Suppose so.
I mean,
Still making those color switches to get in check. That's a big move. Finding
for
the way
sure,
to get
yeah. It's always good to
Well, Nick having to think, what could MGR have now?
just keeping at Uno for a long time is honestly a solid strategy, because if you just draw a good card, it could end in a snap. We'll see what Nick has to do, what has left. Probably still has stuff left, but the question is he going to use it?
there. I mean,
Oh no.
oh,
Oh no. He's asked for it. He's getting it.
Okay, he's
man.
going to use it.
Well, not a.
Nick still got to close this one. Can't say he didn't see it coming. Yeah, I wouldn't
Who
either.
does Ashley's, or who joined? Is that Ashley?
Drip.
Oh,
What's
it's
up,
Drip,
Drip.
because Ashley was already here, yeah. Blue 8,
Ashley
Fair,
plays the
fair.
winner of this one, so she's watching
True.
intently.
one down this time for MGR.
Down to the 7.
I
Could
mean,
play it cool off that play.
MGR's not in a horrible spot because Nick did use a decent amount of ammo to get MGR out of contention to win. So, but yeah, from the most of his hands are just the freshies he's got from the +4. So he's really gonna have to figure out how he can win off of that.
Yeah, he's at 4 now. Nick down to 11,
Wow, he's
and
able
down
to
to 3 is
switch.
MGR on the switch. To green now. This pace play for Nick has been very apparent here. Taking his time to think about what he's going to do and then executing.
Yeah, he's up 2-0. Definitely gonna continue that. He's been able to keep the game going as well with that process. And actually, yeah, I mean,
Appreciate the comments, Sting. Appreciate everyone with the kind words
What?
here on my first D1 days.
Which
all right,
comment?
gonna
Nick
play it
drops
cool
the
for now.
2
Let's see what MGR does.
earlier in the
Wow,
voice chat.
back to blue.
Back to blue.
Back to blue indeed. MGR
And
levels
MGR
up on that
still
one.
got a commanding lead. But does Nick still have ammo?
It's hard to say at this point.
Yeah,
I
it
could
is.
see it, but
He was
When did
pretty
I voice
hesitant
crack?
to use
I
that
don't even know anymore.
+4, so I don't really know.
That's weird. Okay. Into blue. What does Nick do? Only sit and wait and find out.
It's a
yeah,
half off.
another cool play. They both leveled up pretty at similar times. MGR is finally gonna draw here. Nick was looking for that point, and here it is. So we'll see what he can do from this.
Sorry.
The 4. MGR will draw. Will continue to draw on this.
Okay, we see some potential for Nick to get the win here. He's been close to comeback territory, but I don't think he has been. So, still was set back significantly compared to MGR. So he's really had to pull through. But he's not even going to have to be able to play at this point. So it could be here we go, Draw City.
They're driving down the road. And yellow 4 off the
Ooh.
top. This should jailbreak MGR as well. And he's going to play a double play. Well, attempt to. Didn't quite get that tail end. There you go.
Oh,
And the skip to the 7,
water.
1-2
Oh
punch.
my god. Anyway, so double play from MGR there. Yellow 5. Is MGR gonna draw? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Nick once again has an opportunity. Double yellow 5. Solid table check. Yeah, you never know how close he is. He's basically caught up to MGR at this point. As I say that, he's going to draw back as well. Still 2 cards behind, but definitely closed the gap. And MGR probably got that off the draw. This is huge. And Nick can't do it.
That's a big move by MGR, and he's gonna drop a reverse and into the 9, 1-2 punch.
Solid double play there. Is Nick gonna be able to switch out? And oh, okay. Yeah, Nick. Okay,
Damn,
yeah,
Fitzy.
Nick. Definitely, this is definitely a
Fitzy,
pivotal
that's what I'm
moment in this
saying,
game.
Sanford. Hey, Yoshi, you should look for a second at the G-Man pod.
Oh no. Oh,
What
don't.
the
What is
heck?
it, Bird?
Okay.
Oh,
Oh man, it's a blue
Anyways,
9
we
from
await Nick's
MGR.
next move.
So, yeah, as I was saying, Nick knows this is the pivotal moment of this game. Really gonna have to make sure he plays the right move.
Draws.
He's gonna have to draw though, or maybe just chose to draw.
I think he chose to draw. There's no shot.
Okay, I mean it does work out because MGR can't play either. Interesting play with the wild then. Really just, I guess was just hoping that Nick would switch the color. So maybe Nick was debating on switching it, and him not choosing not to actually was the right move.
And Nick is just going to deliberately stay in Draw City here, I think.
Well over 10, well
Just
over
to try
11
and be
minutes here.
competitive.
Yeah, the
Or no,
long games
actually
are
at 12
coming.
now. We're looking at 12 now.
Table check. Yeah.
MGR at 5. And I'll run
Okay.
the blue.
Gets a
With
blue
5.
5 to get down to 4.
Still in striking distance. It's just a matter of what he's got.
Yeah, Nick is probably either saving stuff up or trying to find something to save up. But either way, they're both gonna just draw back. They're both looking to build something big.
We're still in the city, folks. Much to speak of here.
Another table check, double the cards. And Nick has double the cards that MGR has. Is this where he starts to play? He's going to go for it as the switch with the reverses to green 9 gets him down to 9 cards. MGR probably going to be able to play. Yep. As we start running the green, we'll see what they do from here.
Looks like a little bit of a jailbreak at least, yeah. So Nick finally got the connector that he kind of needed. Oh, Stingray.
Right.
That is way too early. Stingray.
What? What?
Stingray's already locking in his round 2 prediction.
Oh,
God.
That is way too early.
Yeah. I'm locking it in. Nick 4-2 Ashley.
Oh.
For go 2.
God.
Yeah.
Before
Well,
MGR wins this game.
Well,
If
then you
MGR
just
wins this
lose.
game, I petition that Stingray automatically takes the L on that game.
Yeah, no,
Ooh,
I'll take it.
MGR, okay.
I'll take it because like Nick has been cooking at astronomical levels in the first 2 games, I would say.
I mean, we could see that once again because MGR once again is gonna have to drop. Here we go, switching to yellow.
Oh no, he plays the yellow.
Yeah, looking for a chance to play because he knows that Nick is got something planned.
Ashley agrees. Ashley agrees with me.
All right.
I auto take the L.
Oh
crazy.
my god. No power play for MGR. He's gonna have to. Okay, well, it's not. All right. I don't know why I thought that was the end. Okay. Gets the triple play to go back into green. Yeah, MGR is gonna think now. The score appears to be flipped in a way because MGR has been in the lead this whole time, and now Nick's finally been able to break into the lead. We'll see what MGR can do from this point as he goes
He's
into
gonna go for a
green.
skip.
Switches
Looking
out
for that triple.
with the blue. They were drawing on it earlier. Never mind. Yeah, I was
Yellow.
gonna say maybe it's another switch, and there it is, the yellow. This is the true test here. I mean, you would assume it's a draw, and there it is.
And it's neck and neck.
Yeah, MGR is putting up a fight, even though he's down 2-0. This could be his chance to get
Oh
the
yeah,
first
here's
win.
another run. He's back in the lead. That puts him at 4. That puts him at 2.
Ooh.
And gives 2 to Nick.
2 cards.
He's at 2. There's a table check to confirm that. We're over
Wow.
16
What
minutes.
could MGR have left? That's a lot of ammo he just used. Interesting. Nick's definitely gonna have to think and stop for this one. +2, solid. Keeps it red though. I like it because a little bit. Might as well get some reds out of the way while MGR's could potentially have gotten colors that are not red. As MGR plays it cool with the red 9.
This is an endurance match for sure. Could hit 20 minutes on this one. This is only game 3.
Yeah, there's definitely potential for that. Nick really feeling the pressure here. Once again, taking his time.
And he goes to
And
yellow.
That's okay. Yeah, I don't mind that play actually. Yeah, there you go, Nick.
MGR doesn't like it. There you go. That's what you gotta
Okay.
do.
Definitely a good opportunity for Nick.
And
Draws
the 7
pretty
draws
quickly.
again.
Okay.
Into red. Wow.
Ooh, wow, he goes back to red. Okay.
So he was done with yellow.
I
We need him for a
guess I
little
see
bit.
why
0
he went for
sugar.
that. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. The red 0. Ooh. Dang, okay. Maybe made the prediction that he's gonna have to run out of reds eventually, and there it is. The red 6. Here we go. MGR gonna start to run now. Oh,
Back to
into
yellow again.
That's a great play.
Wow.
Really like switching into the ketchup and mustard here.
Nice. Yeah, look
Ooh.
at this ketchup mustard back and forth, and MGR doesn't like the mustard anymore. His bottle's empty. And
Oh,
Nick's
no.
bottle's empty. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, there's gonna be a point
They've
where
run out of mustard. I lost it.
they.
Will not stand for this mustard acceptance.
Oh my god, this is killing me. Relish. Oh, nom.
Oh,
Stay
here
out
we
of
go.
that.
As
No,
he says that.
Well, there's
Oh,
the
he's
relish.
going for the relish. Oh,
Oh, God.
Oh my god. All right.
It's supposed to be water, ketchup, mustard, and relish. Is that what he's going for?
I don't know.
What's the blue supposed to be?
The blue.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
I
20
mean,
minutes
some
now.
mayonnaise containers are blue, aren't they? Like I think Heinz mayo is
Oh, wait.
mayo is
Oh,
blue.
that's down to 2 for Nick. It's
Oh,
Uno.
Nick, hello. He's in check. Suddenly the train is moving again. Wake up,
6.
everyone. Nick's at Uno.
Oh, you can't. Okay.
Is that game on double up?
This is
21
a test
minutes.
here.
No.
No. Oh. False
Prevents
alarm.
All right, not a 3-0 yet.
You can't scare me. Oh, MGR. Hey, he's going to red.
He's going a bit risky here with the
That
switch.
is a risk with the ketchup.
My
I'm
God.
going to go with this condiment analogy for the rest of the game.
I guess I started
Yeah, Yoshi, it's all your fault. Now it's in my head.
it.
No, red 8. What condiment is blue? I would say
What?
That's what I was asking.
No,
What
yeah.
condiment
I was
is
saying some
blue?
mayo
Let's just
containers
not
are
switch
blue.
to
but
blue, guys.
not
so we
quite
don't have
that
to think
color.
about that.
Mine is yellow though. so-
No.
No,
No.
nom. You know what? Nom. I'm abuse of power. I will not let that stand.
All right. Well, Nick's drawing, so and yeah,
Nah,
so it's working out for
Oh
MGR.
my! Get that off my
Sonic Curry.
screen.
Oh my
Get
god.
that off my
No.
screen.
All right. No.
Okay, I'm not gonna delete that
No.
one. That one's fired.
What is
No.
going on in this?
Not
Stop.
the blue.
He's got the Sonic Curry. Blue.
Why are you admitting to? Why are you going with that?
I don't know. It's after
My-
dark, Sanford. I don't care.
Oh God. Okay.
Let's
So
pick
This is
another
going off the
blue
rails.
condiment, Sanford. Come on, let's go. Give me something blue.
Oh.
See what I mean?
Oh,
Blue ketchup.
that's not.
that doesn't sound appetizing.
That
Pink
sounds-
sauce. The TikTok pink sauce, but it's blue.
Blueberry jam. Thank you. Blueberry jam. I like that.
Yeah, it's fair enough.
Blueberry jam. Yes. All right.
We'll,
Nick with the 2.
We'll take it
No, I
back
like
to
Sonic
normal after
Curry
this
better, I
game.
think.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I like Sonic Curry.
No. Please no. Oh, we're back
Ooh.
into the mustard. And
Oh, wait, the
there
game
it is,
is-
MGR.
I didn't even.
Out of nowhere.
Hello.
Wake up, guys. MGR.
That's
won.
that's kind of a play. Nick sometimes makes plays like that. Here's MGR saying I could do that too.
23 and a half
okay.
minutes, you guys. And this one's not over yet.
And no more, but this is the end of the condiment stuff, though.
For
Please.
now.
Oh
Oh my-
God.
Oh. All right. Yoshi, you want to ask these guys?
Oh geez. I guess, Nick, did you expect that kind of 4-bagger to the finish, or were you just did that just come back up to surprise to you? Was that why you think you lost that game?
There wasn't really anything that I had at the end. I was busy using all my ammo, keeping this guy off of Uno to the point where towards the end I didn't really have much of nothing to stop any potential
Self-preservation.
4-bagger with.
Yeah.
So at that point,
Yeah.
I mean, good on him. There will be no sweep. This will be a close match. I promise you that much.
Yeah.
It
It
is
did feel.
8-9.
It does feel like it.
Yeah, I just gotta lock in and hopefully get back on the right track. Don't wanna get to a best of 3 scenario.
Yeah. I
No
guess
doubt about it.
for MGR, this was the game where you just fired away early. It ended up working out for you. Were you? I don't know what to ask here, actually.
He
I guess
says
what
I'm
was
no janitor.
the?
That's a good. The
um,
line is killer.
Let's see. So MGR, was it all just a ploy to go ahead and get us distracted by the condiments so that you could sneak in the four bagger?
honestly, that's
Yeah.
a good question. Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, come on.
Well.
Really?
Okay. So before we get to this next game, so far every game has been won on the home stand. Just that's been the trend so far. So if MGR gets this win, that trend will continue. Where's not sure?
Oh,
Is
sorry.
not sure.
Hi. Sorry. Hi.
Okay.
Yeah. Nope. That was game 3. Now
Oh wait,
that was
yeah,
game
here.
3. Yeah, we are about to have game 4. That is 2-1 to Nick. MGR gets a game. Yoshi, if you'd like to ask these guys, ask MGR. What's he want?
Yep, that's good because you just
10.
can't pick
Yep.
9.
10. He wants 10. And game number 4.
I would assume that that game was probably the longest of this tournament so far. I'm pretty sure no game has gone 23 minutes until now.
Yeah, this one might end up on the board.
Yeah, I could see. Yeah, this could be our first over an hour series
Yeah,
here.
we've been streaming for just over an hour.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, and this is game 4. Wow. Okay. The earliest this could end is in game 5, which doesn't seem far away, but the way these games are going, could be for a little while. So, okay. Sorry. Takes advantage of the red reverse and does 2 more
There's the
reverses,
triple.
and then goes into green 4. If he had the yellow reverse, that could have been a rainbow.
Could have been.
All right, so so Nick now gonna play the green 1, just let this fly. Green 6 now goes into the middle of the numbers. And back to red we go. We'll see if MGR had stuff saved. He actually had a yellow in preparation for that moment. Nice. Another triple situation. Man, we have not. The rainbow feels so far away. I highly doubt we're gonna see it here. This rate. Oh, it's gonna draw. Wait, this is still possible. Oh, oh my God! Double yellow 6. Oh my God. Okay. Things are getting interesting now. Okay, the rainbow dream is not here.
It's dead.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it, but hold on, the yellow skip. Where are we switching to? We're going to the +4. Interesting play. Wait, the game's over. Oh.
Wake up!
Full plus
Wake up!
4.
Wake up! We're tied at
Oh.
2.
I saw that +4 and I'm like, is the
Guys, I
game gonna
think the
end?
automatic loss
Yeah.
in the predictions isn't going great now.
Oh no.
Stingray, I'm gonna need you to never cook again.
So two wins
Real.
straight with the gloves off for MGR. Took that power play in game one and it did not go in his favor. Now he's winning them with the gloves off. Props to him for sure.
Yeah, definitely a quick game compared to how it's been.
I mean,
Just a
I
case of
still think
MGR getting an insane hand.
I still do think that Nick has the advantage, just by virtue of having 2 home games left, as well as the power play advantage.
Yeah, we're now essentially in a best of 3. With Nick with the advantage of the power play, of course. MGR seems to be handling it pretty well, though. I mean, to MGR, how important do you think this game 5 is going to be, considering Nick still has that power play while you don't? And then for Nick, I mean, was there anything it could have done? It didn't seem like it.
The only thing that I didn't really have any wilds or +2s or anything like that. I only had a couple green action cards, but even if I keep it on green, I don't. Maybe I can get him to burn one of the wild +4s and then switch, and then he burns another wild +4. But that's just speculation. Usually I'd like to think that red switch is more advised, but I'm gonna have to go back to the drawing board into game 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's more of an unfortunate game for Nick here. I mean, 2 +4s against someone who doesn't have any. It's and only 10 cards. Unlikely you're gonna win that. So yeah, MGR basically said doesn't even care about the power play at this point. He just thinks he's gonna win without it. Kind of like Yepez in a way, where they don't really they don't really care for the +4, just rather use it sooner than later. And so far he's been hanging. He's been hanging with Nick. It's hard to say how this series is gonna go, because I mean, obviously we have the trend of all the home games. But we've seen games before where that trend just breaks at one point, and then all the chaos ensues. So, we'll see how that comes into play, as Nick is now back into control of the card start, and maybe this could be his chance to change the momentum back into his favor. Because if he doesn't, he's kind of in a position where he would be, if he loses game 5, he's in a position where he's got to think about when to use that power play. And if he gets this win, he's in a very, very good spot. So of course, with game 5 and both at 2-2, this game's gonna be very, very important. Nick's gonna get the call. I'm not sure you were good to get to the game 5.
I would just make the comment that this is going to be a pivotal game 5 for sure. Yeah, with MGR having taken the gloves off so early, no power play. Nick has the power play here, and it is going to be key who takes this game 5, because MGR can back Nick into a corner. Nick can still find a way to use power play to force a game 7, but if Nick takes it, he's got a huge advantage, as long as. And I have no doubts that he'll find a good way to use the power play if he ends up in up in 3-2 in game number 6. But MGR, if he can take game 5, that's a huge one, because then Nick, that could flush out his power play and he may end up in a game 7 situation in that case. But still, it wouldn't be a clincher unless it's No. But I mean, you could use it even in a game 5. I mean, to take such a pivotal game, but I think for Nick, you'd probably want to save that power play for a clinching scenario, or if you go in the event you go down, save it for saving your series and forcing a game 7. I don't think you use it here, but it's always possible. So, Yoshi, you can go ahead.
All right. Here we go. Game 5. Nick, back on your hands. You just can't pick 14 or 15. How many cards?
13.
Fitzy joins. 13, you said? Was it 13?
Yep, it's 13.
Okay, cool.
13.
So, the OG
Yeah, I
Sen,
didn't
of
see
course,
it. Hi.
keeping it high.
Fitzy's in the building.
Yeah, nice to see for sure. As we start with the blue 6. Yeah, looking to be. I mean, so far, all these games today have been honestly been pretty interesting. They've all been pretty close except for the first one, but we don't have to talk about that.
Yeah, this stream pack has been really good, Yoshi. It's been really solid today. We had ALP and Tago in our second game. The Clint Lamas game wasn't that enticing for stream, but ALP and Tago, great series, scintillating series, and then between G-Man and Austin Rogers, just a great back-to-back. And now we got a slower paced game, but still a very well matched series. After Nick felt like he had all the momentum in those first 2 games, MGR endured and got these 2 to make it 2-2 into a game 5 instead of facing a sweep, which some may have thought so. But MGR got rid of that power play. Unfortunately, couldn't lead to a win, but now he's got himself in a situation where he can go up 3-2 and chance to clinch as he drops that green 8.
Oh yeah, I mean, I also just realized something to keep in mind is that Nick has got to hope he doesn't get a repeat of what happened in his game against Abyan, because in that series he won the first 2 games and lost the next 4. But here he's definitely got more of the advantage with the power play, so it doesn't seem like history will repeat itself, but you never know. It could always happen.
Oh. Yeah, and MGR's caught out with the card. Blue 4.
No ditto play.
Blue 4. Keys are next to each other. Just don't read to it. Don't read into it.
Let's see if
But
it's...
yeah, he was definitely thinking about that. But yeah, with the power play, you should at least be able to. Even if you go down 3-2, like I was saying, you can at least force a game 7 with it. But going
Yeah,
up
definitely
3-2
has
is
that.
huge. Going up 3-2 and holding on to it would be a huge momentum shift for him.
Right. Okay. Oh yeah, back to blue for MGR, who... Yeah, it was a decent test because Nick switched out of it at the beginning of the game. Of course, he's going to pass it because 13 card start. But I like it because it's a way of just not just keeping away from the colors that haven't been used yet. Just seeing what happens, really. Well, this might be a case where he starts switching the color. Is this +6? No, it's artificial closer into yellow. Really firing away here. I mean, you could say this is a little bit of like ammo control, but at the same time, like, it's not really afraid to go for like a reverse in the +2 and in the middle, in like towards the earlier sections of the game. Obviously, he doesn't use all his ammo at once, but definitely isn't afraid to use some. The yellow 4. Oh, okay. Another switch case scenario, really, and he had another 4, but he's actually gonna go for the switch anyway with the skips. Okay. I don't mind. I see why you did that actually.
Down to 4. With the 4.
Yeah. And it's
Table
been
check
4
action,
minutes.
in my opinion.
What's that? Okay. That
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
that-
also been 4 minutes along with all the other 4s.
so many 4s. Nick will continue to load up, and he's going to go for blue.
Ooh, okay. Yep, that's a solid play. Definitely gotta
And
set him
MGR
back.
does not pass. Whew. And
Okay.
Nick will assume a run start.
Yeah, definitely needs an opportunity to catch up. This is what he's looking for. And continues to get closer as he +2s MGR as
Okay.
well.
MGR still drawn. Although on that magical 9 though this time.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Stop.
And Nick is actually in the
Ow.
lead after that play.
I'm not going to verbally
Good.
say that because I promised.
Over to yellow.
Ooh.
Oh,
Nick
into
is
the
gonna
yellow.
take the initiative to switch.
How's MGR to play?
Okay. Wow. The yellow 1 going all the way down to 0. Goes back up to 7. For Eastern Standard Time people, it is midnight now.
It is a new day.
One
It's a
up this
new day, and
time.
we're still playing Uno here.
Yeah, it's
It's not a
coming
new
down to
day
the
for
wire.
me.
MGR gonna run out. Nick, this is probably what he was planning. He was the one that switched into yellow. MGR can't do anything. This might signify something big here. Okay, it's a switch into red. MGR gonna be able to play, but it's not gonna be any ammo. The red reverse, here we go. Is this going to be it? It's going to be Uno. Good check position. He can't really switch the color. Is that game put Nick in a great position? Okay, he is not. Good table check just to make sure where he's at. Oh, switching to green. Wow. Doesn't really trying to take the advantage
Alright.
here. If it works out, then it
Nick
works
looking
out,
for Uno.
but yeah, can Nick get to Uno once again? Oh,
I'm sorry, what?
he didn't even play.
The table's right there, MGR. The table's right there. The table's right there. Listen again. Oh yeah. My bad. It was 2 messages above you. What do
Hey,
you
good
mean?
move, MGR. This is exactly what I would do, okay?
There
Uno.
we go.
Uno, call
Oh.
out.
Oh, I see what he was
Is that
trying to do.
game?
I see what he was trying to do. No, I that green. So now this is just whatever he drew. Okay, it's not a green.
And he's
He's
gonna
still
keep playing with the
MGR's
green.
running with this though.
Well, your
Hold
MGR
on.
goes, and Nick
Oh,
could
10-2.
call out here.
Here we
Nick could
are.
return the
Here
favor
we
and
are,
do and
game
call out
5.
himself. Oh,
No.
he doesn't call out.
Is
Oh,
that Uno for MGR?
Nick, you got to call
wait.
out.
MGR's gonna get to Uno. Okay, that's crazy.
And Uno for MGR.
He can't do
Is
anything.
that game?
Oh, that would have
No.
been such a
Oh,
masterful
man.
play if he got it.
Man, after dark, we'd love to see it.
We had 2 premature call-outs.
I think he was
Same
kind of
game.
doing that for the fun of it at that point, man.
Oh man.
Oh my. Oh
Jeez.
jeez. All right. Well, we're not quite to the end of game 5 yet. And Nick will take his time and he'll draw again.
Draw. Did MGR get something crazy off the draw? Is
I wish Draw City would
wait.
at least go a little type in.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Wait. Wait.
Okay. Oh
Okay.
my god. Okay,
No, yeah, you're doing a BFDI reference. It's a
Oh,
oh my god.
whoa!
You have
There
the
it
bail
is.
out.
That
There
Get
it
this
is.
done.
There it is. That was clean. 3-2 MGR. Good grief. This is a series, man.
Nick,
Oh
I
I feel
my
like
need
the
you
god,
to
dude.
get an auto loss next round.
I feel like the pace today has just been a downward trend. Like it just keeps getting slower.
Yeah,
Like we
it's getting
were
slower.
lightning earlier,
slower.
and now we're just like.
This
And
yeah. In a
Oh
bailout
man.
situation.
It is really working for MGR because since he adjusted his play style to be a bit slower, he's gone 3-0.
Oh
That's
man.
true. He did say he's gonna go slower.
And that's a 3-0 against Nick, who he's
Hold
a
your
threat.
horses, MGR. We'll get there.
And now he's got a home
Anyone who has
game.
questions for these two, please. I can't. My brain doesn't brain hard enough for this right now. Anyone
Nick,
at
how
all?
are you going to regain your composure after this somewhat brutal stretch? And MGR, how do you look to extend this momentum into the next game and possibly into the next round?
Just got to get ready for game 6 and game 7. That's all I got to say right now.
You sound drained as
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah.
MGR,
He's just making sure
how does he do what?
Nick's got to make sure he locks in at this point because one game loss and it's over. Still got that power play, so he's really got to focus to make sure he uses it correctly.
And at this point, it's probably 11. It's 11 p.m. for Nick, and probably like midnight for MGR. So the fatigue might really be setting in right
Setting in for me, man.
now.
Oh boy,
Oh man.
See, this is the advantage. This is the advantage of Pacific time. Yeah.
Oh, MGR's in Pacific.
MVR's cool.
So yeah, for MGR, definitely needed that win because if he lost that game, he would have been in a position where, assuming Nick didn't use the power play, yeah, it would have been a very scary spot. But now he's kind of
Wait,
has
MGR's on my
the
coast?
advantage. So
I didn't realize MGR was on my time.
Yeah, he's in Pacific. Wow.
Okay.
Oh,
More you know.
I hydrate way too much. I probably empty my 32-ounce water bottle at least 3 times a day.
Yeah, and I figure that all that water is probably gone after these 3 brutal games.
Oh. Yeah, I refilled halfway through the series, which was like
He
game
might
2
need
because
he might need to look to rehydrate right about now.
oh, I
Get
constantly.
blood pumping again.
Yeah.
all
Well,
right.
Yoshi, game 6, let's go.
Ooh. All right, MGR. Here we go. Game 6. I'll just tell you what you can't pick since you've been so eager to know. You can't pick 9, 10, or 13. How many to potentially close this out?
Got a lurking Tago. Hydration Nation, yes, sir.
Here, I'll type it.
9, 10, 13. Oh, OG.
Interesting.
That's a play. I mean, up 3-2 can't hurt. I mean, it could be a
Definitely.
strategic move because Nick still got the power
Yeah.
play in his back pocket.
Power
Could
the green
coax him
8.
to flush it out for a game 7, and we're into a green 8
We have
and a green 1 for MGR. Here we go. Game 6. MGR with a chance to clinch it, and as we await Nick's first run, we take a look at the bracket again. Whoever wins this one, if MGR wins this next game, he'll face Ashley, and Nick needs to win 2 to get there. So we will see what happens. And coming up after this one, we'll talk about what we can expect from a sold-out Friday, but that's coming up later. We still got a lot of Uno to play. Green 6 for Nick on his first move. And a quick switch on the wild yellow. I feel like you're walking on eggshells. We started OG now, so we're a lot closer than we've been lately. We've been up to that mid to high tier package all night.
Yeah, I mean, if this goes quick, we might not even get to an hour in total of game time. I haven't calculated, so I actually don't know exactly how close we are. But I'll check now. Oh yeah, we're close, but if it, okay, yeah. So I'm right. If this game ends quick enough, it'll be just under.
And that's
it would
basically
probably have to go to
MGR. If
MGR,
MGR
right?
wins quick,
Yeah.
Okay. Well, MGR with that red 3 square roots it.
But yeah, this is the lowest card start of the game, so it's an interesting strategy from MGR here, just seeing
52.
if they can handle the low stuff, given that he prefers the higher cards.
He checks the table. MGR's close. He's at 3. Nick at 6, and he's going to drop a red 1 in.
I mean, this could be a case of if MGR just has a good hand, the game could end right here.
Tension is high here. You just wait MGR's move. And
No way.
Oh, no way. Oh,
well,
he's in
he's
check.
got
That's
Uno.
that's a check move. That's a check move.
What does
Now.
Nick have?
And Nick can't power play in this situation.
Yep.
So
And is this power play just going to go
He's
His
gonna
draws
draw.
is that game.
draws
Here's
is that
MGR.
it? MGR for the
Oh,
win.
it
Yes,
is on a
with a
wild.
wild in 6, and up 2-0. Nick again loses 4 straight. Oh man.
No, not everyone
Man.
worries about their heart rate.
So
All
I
right.
don't. Yeah, I don't know about that, but
first off, Nick and MGR, pancakes or waffles?
Oh god.
that is a question of all time.
That is one of the questions of all time, Stingray.
I was trying to edit the bracket and then I just immediately track all the way over.
Is it supposed to say 0? Damn.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Is it supposed
Stingray, you lost the prediction already.
All right. Well.
That's right. Stingray
Well,
and Nom tried to go and say that Nick had it in the bag.
Oh my god.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, I don't. That's just.
Well, MGR gets his redemption for sure. Had a 7-game thriller in round 1 in March, and now he gets a 6-game series win over Nick, who had a round 1 win in March.
The man decided to undergo a transformation of his entire playstyle mid-match. That is commendable as fuck.
The
apologize for language.
Dang, language. Come on,
My
man.
bad.
So,
Fair enough, though. Fair enough. I respect.
yeah, for sure. Yeah. So this is the as far as game length goes, this is definitely the outlier, but it still didn't go to an hour. Still good series though. You
Great
guys.
series. 54 minutes. You see the log there? As I'm just updating my bracket here real quick. And then
I think that game 3 is gonna be remembered for quite a bit.
for
isn't it?
sure. So
Yeah.
I'll start with MGR, the winner here. Great win. It's got to feel good to win in round 1 and 6 after a tough 7-game loss to Kev. Just how you feeling? You got Ashley up next. So I'll ask, how do you feel about the win? How you feel getting that redemption? And I don't know how many answers there are to this question, but how do you feel about facing Ashley? And then let's see here. And then for Nick, another tough loss there. See a 2-0 lead evaporate. What do you think was the key to losing that 2-0 lead and losing 4 straight to close it out?
I don't even know. It's this is tough. I don't know exactly how to put it into words. MGR just came back. I thought of stuff. There's clearly a couple things maybe I could have done different. Just I don't know. This is I don't know. Like I don't know exactly what to say right now. I
That's
don't want
fair
to
enough. It's
do
fair enough.
anything that makes me sound like a sore loser or nothing. But
No,
I'm
not
just
at all.
I'm
No.
I'm
No,
washed.
no,
Is all. I'm
it's fine.
washed.
It's fine. No, it's
I
fine.
mean, we've now had 37 different people win at least one match in either tournament. So
We certainly.
Yeah. Yeah,
You're fine.
and I'm sorry to put you on the spot like that. You take your time to process this, and obviously you can drop your quote later on. I appreciate that though. MGR, I don't know if you heard my questions, if you're responding to them. Otherwise, I can say again. Oh yeah. So I'll go over to Sanford here. So Sanford, you saw the series 4-0 in the last 2-0 lead for Nick, and it was just evaporated. Now 4 straight wins for MGR. Oh, well, we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about
let's move on.
we'll talk about that. We'll talk about it. Let's focus on this right now. Is Sanford, what do you think? What do you think was the key to MGR making this comeback on Nick, winning 4 straight after going down 2-0? And Nick really looked dominant in those first 2 games. What was the key, you think, from your view, for MGR to make this happen?
At this point, because one time it's coincidence, 2 times it's a trend. The fact that this is now the second time that Nick's taken a 2-0 lead and then basically been reverse swept in a way almost. After that point, it starts to become a concern of, is he getting too overconfident when he's up 2-0 and getting too good of a start and then not being able to capitalize and finish on it or adjust to players? To me, that's what speaks volumes out of this. For MGR, it's a good win. Obviously, he needed it. Didn't want to fall down 0-2 or to be 0-2 to start the year, so he avoids that. But for Nick to fall now to 1-2 basically, and have both of his 2 losses be times where he had a 2-0 lead to start, that's a concern to me.
It's fine.
Fair.
Oh
He'll
wow,
come back into
that's
practice
the
cup.
MGR.
Yeah. Um, I'll ask MGR here again because I don't know if he caught my questions I was going to ask, but uh, great great win, make a comeback. I know a lot of this will talk about Nick blowing that you could say blowing that lead, but do you think you could pinpoint anything you did out there that you could attribute to making a comeback like that from down 2-0 and winning 4 straight? And Yoshi, while he's typing, if you have any thoughts to share along the same lines I asked Sanford, go for it.
I guess my thoughts are just as far as like how I feel rather than asking questions. It's just more of the I think they both played well. It's hard to say if Nick could have done better. I'm sure there were other options for him to do. And obviously, if you consider other options, it's hard to predict. Like, usually, it's hard to predict if that actually would have changed how much that would have made a difference in the result of the match. So it's just a case of Nick is probably going to take this loss hard, kind of like how I did to Abyan. But I feel as if it's just something that you're not even good players lose round 1. We've already seen it, like Nam losing to Logan, G-Man losing to Austin, like we're gonna see some surprising things, and it's just a case of I think it's fair we give him time to process how this all came about. I mean, hopefully in a day or so he'll
truly
not
absorb
take the
it.
loss. He'll not take the loss as hard as he is. Obviously I'm in that position before, so I understand. Like you go up so high to get wins in other things and then just lose the real deal. Like it doesn't take away from your capabilities as a player. It's just like it's just bouncing back that really matters at this point, and I think that's what Nick is gonna have to look at right now, because clearly he's a different beast in the practice cups, and here it's something I don't know. Sanford probably might be onto something with the confidence levels as far as taking the lead and then completely losing it after. For MGR though, not a lot of people thought you're going to win this one, given the way Nick has been active in practice and stuff. So definitely good on you to get it here. It's a good case of showing that your win against Peter in T5, I think, was not a fluke. Like your impressive wins in the past were not flukes. You definitely have potential to beat really good players, and you're really gonna have a big test against Ashley. And honestly, you could get it done if you play it well. You could. I think that's gonna be a good match for sure. If he has the he's had the capabilities of upsetting big players in the past, like with Peter. So,
I do have to probably make one change. It's for Nick. It's basically he's 0-2 and holding a 2-1 lead at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the same sentiment holds true for the rest of it.
Yeah, for sure.
I guess. Yeah. I guess with that, Nick will just have to like improve his mindset as he takes the lead, really. But back to MGR, this is definitely a little bit of a statement game for you. A real statement will be made if you actually beat Ashley, though, because that's like a prospect of a player that you're not going to beat easily. So you're really going to have hone into the strategies that you put into beating Nick here to really have a chance against Ashley. A lot of people will probably see you losing again, so maybe that will channel your energy to actually get the win. Because as being the person who less people expect to win, typically you actually end up winning so more often. So we'll see if that continues against Ashley. But for now, I think this win is definitely a good start. We'll see where it takes you.
Thank you, Yoshi. Thank you, Sanford. As he said, as much as changing the strategy did help, I drew a lot more Wild +4's Game 3 on. So maybe even Lady Luck having her hand in that one. Also, as much as I'd like to joke about Nick not scaring me, he is a genuinely scary opponent. I don't doubt that. Like, that 2-0 lead seemed massive. Like, he seemed pretty dominant in those first 2 games. But you persevered, and you got it done. Let's look at the bracket now. You see MGR, he advances. He will play Ashley, who's been sitting on Bye Island. So that's our second confirmed tied 32 matchup alongside Logan and Ghost that got set last night after Logan beat Nam and Ghost beat Lara. So before we say goodnight, we're going to take a look at what we have set for tomorrow, and that is only a slight misprint, but I can't do anything about it now. It's not 2 9 seeds, it's number 8 Chomik in the Salmon region against the 9 seed Zay, 8 versus 9, and that'll be a morning affair for those in the United States. 10:30 a.m. Eastern will start our day, and then we'll be back here streaming live with the Super League champ Diego Yepes taking on the 15 seed Edward Ziemba. Yepes, the 2 seed, dropping a line after slightly early March exit, but still a respectable run. And then to the Dolphin region once again as Yoshi will take on Sam England, 5 Eastern. I'll have that one for you, and then we'll hand the mic over to G-Man as Clay Wolf takes on Lane Sanders. I am bad at typos today. That also says Ziemba. It's not Ziemba, you guys. 8 o'clock Eastern time. I'm tired. I've been streaming since ALP Tago, so forgive me. And then we'll cap it off with a non-stream match between Abyan and H. The 512 out of Tuna should be a good one. So once again, we see MGR taking down Nick 4-2. Nick blows a 2-0 lead for a second straight series after losing it to Abyan in round 2 of March Madness. And MGR is on to play Ashley. We will see them there. Obviously, Peter on Jack Mac Johnson will play whoever wins there Saturday afternoon will take on the 4 seed Ard in the tied 32. So that is a wrap on today's action. We will see you again tomorrow bright and early, 10:30 a.m. Eastern, for another sold-out day of MRE Uno action here in the Aquatic April tournament. For my partners, Charles Sanford, Yoshi Awesome, and everyone who's joined us, as well as our spectacular players, MGR and Nick. And MGR getting it done here tonight, 4-2. In our first Uno After Dark game of the year. We will see you once again tomorrow. First game at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, and then we will be back live. KT's got the mic for you at 2 o'clock with Yepes and Ziemba. So for now, we say good night, and we will see you all tomorrow. Have a great night, everyone.